You know, the Muslim tradition, and it's not dissimilar to the Western tradition before the, you know, the end of the 19th century. The Muslims believe that the great gift that young children had was memorization. That the mind is very agile, and the ability to absorb a lot of information is readily available to a child of about 7. And so they would focus on memorizing, rote memorization without understanding. At about 12, the intellect really starts kicking in. This is what they call sinu tamyiz is 7, where they're moving out of the magical realm, because children before 7 they're in a magical world, which is why the Prophet ﷺ prohibited, you know, you cannot strike a child before 7 years of age, and you shouldn't, because there's no taklif at all. At about 7, taklif starts kicking in. It's not there, but now they can really understand. And people say, no, they know before 7. My 5-year-olds know. They don't. They're not capable of lying. A 5-year-old, people say, no, he's lying. I know he is. They're not. In their world, there are different possibilities. You know, really, I mean, quite literally, there are different possibilities. So if they break something at 5 or 4, and you say, who broke that? I don't know. You know, that is a totally viable answer for a 4-year-old. And it's not a lie. They're not making it up. It's just in their world, it's perfectly acceptable for them not to know who broke it, even though they know they broke it. But at 7, it's different. Now they know they broke it. And they know that's the only real possible answer. So that is the beginning of tamyiz. And then by 12, 13, as puberty begins to settle in, the logic kicks in. Now, what's interesting is in all pre-modern societies, mathematics was not taught to children other than basic rote memorization only. They did not teach any mathematics to children before 12 or 13. And it is well documented that a child can learn all of the mathematics that we teach between 6 and 12, they can learn between 12 and 13. All of it. And they actually learn it better, and they understand it, and they don't get the math phobias that a lot of people are traumatized from mathematics because they were taught too early, and so it's too abstract. Mathematics is very abstract. It's a completely abstract subject. And the child's not in the abstract world yet. They're still in the world of just sensory experience. They haven't entered into abstraction. So that's really why, that was the understanding, that you didn't want to traumatize. In fact, Steiner, I mean, I'm not a big fan of Steiner, so I'm not promoting him or anything, but Steiner argued that if you introduce mathematics or logic to prepubescent children, you'll actually disrupt the process of their, like the menarche, the onset of puberty will change. You'll affect these things. So you'll get earlier onset puberty because you're disrupting a natural evolution. And this is wisdom of ancient peoples. So